What's up, y'all? It's G back with another video. Like, well, you already know. If you said it with me, you lit. If you didn't, you a nut. To the left, please. On the road to 400 subs. Hit that sub button, like, comment, and subscribe. On the road to 400 subs. Listen, the Spurs versus the Knicks is going crazy. Spurs down 2-0. Knicks up 2-0. Right now, they're going back to New York. I don't know. I'm starting to think that New York going to take it to them and beat them 4-0. Give them that nice old sweep. Where the Browns at? I ain't going to cap, and I'm from Philly, but I think that's really going to happen because when you think about the game and you think about what's going on and you watching it, it ain't looking too good over there for San Antonio. Dog, Wemby got to get it together. What is he doing out there? Wemby is drawing on every level out there. He got to show up. If you can't outperform and outplay Cat and dominate Cat a little bit, at least one of the, it's going to be 3 games so far that'll be played after this video drop. Bro, one of the 3, you got to dominate Cat, bro. You got to go out there and you got to cook. You got to cook offensively, bro. You got to cook offensively. You got to cook defensively right now because at the end of the day, dog, y'all losing by the slimmest of margins and by mistakes. I ain't gonna cap. Y'all losing by the tiniest mistakes that's being made and y'all not making it up. So y'all gonna lose. And right now, it's not the time for that. It's the finals. And I believe that New York is living up to the moment while you guys are actually being afraid of the moment. And that's just the whole team for team type, John. Because Cat is keeping Wemby at bay. And then we just wait until the 4th quarter and Brunson is going off. We talking about this man is on a heater. Brunson is balling out there in the 4th quarter. And that's really what it is. Take away everything, the X's and O's, even the Jims and the Joes and all of that, bro. It's going to come down to a few select players going down the stretch and figuring out the game. And that's what's been happening on New York side of the ball. And it ain't happening on the Spurs side. Mikal Bridges is figuring it out. Brunson is figuring it out. And Cat's figuring it out down the stretch. I'm talking about with 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. And they figuring it out, whether if they got the lead or if they don't got the lead. Now, on the Spurs, on the other hand, they was down like 14 in the 4th. They brought it back. They got close, but they can't figure it out down the stretch. And that's the problem. People are locking in on defense down the stretch. Now you got to get to your spots. And it seems like nobody on San Antonio's side got a spot to get to. No one really knows their dedicated spot right now when it's down the stretch. Everybody get tired. Everybody get winded. And don't get me wrong. I'm not a super basketball analyst or that knows everything about basketball, who tries to know everything about basketball. I'm simply being entertained. And from what I see visually with my eyes, when it's like 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter, it's kind of like the Spurs be like, what do we do next? It's like, that's how they play. They play like, what do we do next? Whereas the Knicks is like, let's do this next. Let's do X, Y, Z next. It's like they got to figure it out, and the Spurs are trying to figure it out. But hopefully, if the Spurs can catch up to that, right, whatever that is, for lack of a better phrase, then they'll actually be able to have a better chance at beating the New York Knicks. So right now, you got to really put it on Wemby's shoulders to say, listen, we're going to play as a team. We're going to play as a team as much as we can play as a team. That's just the fact. We're going to play as much as we can as a team together. But at the end of the day, bro, you got to take us over the hump. You got to be the guy to get us over the hump. You got to be the guy to get us to the top of the mountain. Wemby, this is all on you. You got to go out there like you LeBron in 2016 and handle business. It's very simple. You know what I mean? The question that we asking you is, can you do it? Can you show everybody this year that you should have won MVP? Because that's how you got to play these remaining games, bro. If you want a game 7 for real, if you want a game 7 for real, bro, you got to go out there and show everybody that this is your NBA. Like, this is your era, and now you're here to put a stamp on it. Because without that right now, brother, it's looking like y'all going to take a big fat L. And that's going to be very sad after how emotional you was the series before that. And that's why players like KG said, bro, you can't be overly emotional because you got another series to win and ain't nothing a walk in the park. You're living it now. You living it now, bro. Wemby, you living it now. You got to go out there like motherfucking Tim Duncan and show these Bulls that you ain't nothing to mess with at all. Tell me who you got down in the comment section below. Do you got the Spurs or do you got the Knicks? And how many games do you think it's going to go in? You think it's going to be the Spurs in 4? You think it's going to be the Spurs? I think it's going to be the Spurs. I said Spurs in 4. You think it's going to be the Knicks in 4? I think it's going to be the Knicks in 4. I ain't going to lie. I think the Knicks going to get them up out of there in 4. They're going to go ahead and sweep them boys. They're going to go ahead and take them down and take them out and send them home packing, because they going to win it in front of New York, and that's going to send the city crazy. If the Knicks win in 4 against the Spurs, New York is going to be crazy. I'm not going to lie to you. Anyway, if you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace and movies. Hair grease with a crease. And I'm out.